There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The first carry now. This is Matthews. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
From the gun, here's Ward. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Timberwolves.
Now Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to...
But Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Ward.
This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
A give left side to Matthews. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Play action. It's Ward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And we'll get this to the 32. You look at this Niner defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Viking 18.
Ward.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now 3rd down and very long.
19 Tiger.
To throw, here's Ward.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Davis now. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second and very short, Davis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And he is going to have the Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
60 by 6. Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready?
2nd and 11 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Packers at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss, which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That one out wide and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Come on, come on. 70 Timberwolves.
James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
70.
Throwing now, Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
10 yards
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Here we go. Shot.
Back to throw. Davis.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker.
Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Come on.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 19, 18, Cougar 19.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Charger, 19 Charger.
Throwing is Ward.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Ward.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
65.
Davis now from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Got it. Ready?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Ward. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Ward. He's going to air one out.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 49ers nothing. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They start the drive with Matthews. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Red! Gravity Lions!
On first, it's Matthews again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here we go, set! Cowboy 80!
Again, it's Matthews. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Deputy! Viking 18! Let's go!
They go play action with Ward. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Cougar 19.
Following the penalty, here's Matthews. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
A gain of 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
60 Bison.
From the gun on third down, Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Off play action. Davis.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
From the gun on third down, Davis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bronco, chop alert. No.
They run it with James. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cowboy 80.
They run it. It's Matthews. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Hey. 70 Lions.
One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Let's go.
Another shot for Matthews. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Okay,
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2-yard pickup.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace your...
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready. Go.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 11.
Hold the ready.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Davis.
That is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
On the set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go. Back.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Moore. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Got it. Ready?
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Ward now working out of the gun.
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory. The 42-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
To throw is Ward. Throwing to start the drive.
To the right side and caught by center.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They run middle with Matthews. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And that is incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it. Here's Ward. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
At the 33-yard line.
60 Vikings.
Off the play fake. Davis. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Davis from the gun on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready,
On the ground, it's James. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Play fake. Here's Ward.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Moore. Throw left side complete. That's James. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here we go with Matthews. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 6.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Ward. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Here's second down.
Ready, ready. Viking 18. Ready.
From the gun, Ward.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down. Play action now. Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
Ready.
Here's James. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Viking.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And it's 4th down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime.
Up to midfield.
And he's loose again. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
Throwing to start the drive. Burnett.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Cougar 19.
They'll run on first down. James. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up. Past the 45. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
Okay, break. Get to these. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Burnett. And this is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Liking 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. Burnett. And this one taken in on the right sideline. But not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tag. Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A 1st down carry for Matthews. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Cougar 19.
Second and 1. He sets up the screen to Matthews.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Packers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home